Trumbull getting Rogue Assault is a huge buff for it. Is it going to make Trumbull as good as it once was when it first got released into the game, though? Probably not. Okay then, hopping into the first battle, apparently we're battling against a full Vari evolution team, and then just Nevermare. So, yeah, Trumbull isn't going to be like the new meta anymore. Just Typhus has kind of fallen off quite a bit because they did get quite a big nerf. Like, they got another weakness, they got a couple more types that resist them, so Typhus as a whole, like, probably isn't going to be as good as it once was when Trumbull first came out. But now that it's got Rogue Assault, I mean, hey, it's definitely better than what it was. Wendelon's kind of annoying, and it might have a clutch plushie, so I'm gonna hit it just to get rid of that. And I also get a poison, so I ain't complaining about that. So, fortunately, Trumbull just really struggles with spirit types, and he has Wendelon and Nevermare, and also Vesperat is like super common because, of course it is, it's a Vesperat too. We're probably gonna get Shadow Sprinted here, so we wanna probably swap out. We'll go Imperial here. Okay, and they go for Shadow Sprint. Got him. We are definitely weak to Dazzling Barrage though, so we gotta be a little bit careful. So, hopefully they don't have it. They might have Mega Trump instead, right? But there's no shot. They definitely have it. So we could go into Meditoad to not die, and then they also take another tick of poison damage. But I think we might as well just stay in, honestly, and just go for Shoe Blast. This is actually a different Imperia. I brought this one hoping that people might think, oh, it's the normal one he brings, so I don't really want to kill it when it's on full health, but clearly it backfired. This Wendelon would be dead right now if I just brought my normal one. I guess here, though, we can actually go into Trumbull. Like, Wendelon does a lot of damage, it's actually the hardest hitting Spirit type, for Spirit type moves at least, I think, right? So we can get hit hard, but if we go for a Battle Horn and Trumbull's naturally super bulky, I think we'll be fine. I may have Health Amulet to make it a little bit easier. Although, we'll actually go for the withdrawal into Tundrulon. Okay, Resilience hasn't got nerfed yet. Although, even when Resilience does get nerfed, Obsidian is still going to wall Trumbull unless you're specifically using Earthquake. Tundrulon, on the other hand, though, we can probably just plow straight through it. We could also just go for another Battle Horn. Also, Battle Horn's energy is still 50. It is going to get a buff at some point, probably to take it down to 30 energy. And I might give it its secondary effect all back, basically just like give it the original Battle Horn, where if you use it, you get rid of your status element every single time. I don't know if that's really needed though, that might just be overkill, but that's a lot of damage. Are they just going to click Rejuvenate, or are they just going to go for a Body Crash? Okay, Ice Hammer, surprisingly. I'm guessing they don't have Body Crash then? Either way, we click Mega Chomp here, so there's basically two Trumbulls. I'm using Mega Chomp on mine, but you could also run Earthquake. For Mega Chomp, it's the only move that Trumbull has that you really want to use that can actually utilize its secret ability, Brute Force. If you have Earthquake instead of Mega Chomp and you just don't have Mega Chomp at all, there's no point really running Brute Force, so you might as well swap it to one of its normal abilities, which we'll actually go over later in the video. Well, I gotta say, that was actually really lucky that they went into the Wendelon. I mean, I guess they predicted the Rogue Assault, but why would I use Rogue Assault? It costs way too much energy to just keep spamming it. I'm gonna go for Mega Chomp if they have like 1 health. Zeppelin, I think he has like 87 base speed, so I don't think we can outspeed it even if it's very smart. So we could try and swap out. The issue is way too frail and just dies no matter what. Mudslide. So yeah, we could try and go into Gobidemic and just sacrifice it, but I think we're gonna go Meditoad here. There's a Resonate, it's not really gonna do much. So here we can just fire off. I kinda wanna click Thunder Strike, but I don't really want to invite the Nevermare in for free because it does quad resist us, so I think I'm going to click Cycle Blast because we're still going to do an absolute massive amount of damage to Zeppelin. Oh, they actually stay in. They go for Mudslide. I don't think that one-shots us, yeah. So we're just going to absolutely wreck the Zeppelin. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter what move we clicked. It's dying. Oh, Pyrolim. This is actually, I think, like a generally used as a ranged wall, kind of like Venilon, but with also more offensive capabilities. So we probably should be able to hit this pretty darn hard with Trumbull. Probably not Meditoad because we're probably about to die. All they go for Burn Up. Okay, I'll take 3 damage. I ain't complaining. I think Trumbull outspeeds you. It's kind of unfortunate we don't have Earthquake, but now I don't even need it. Okay, let's just go for the Fire Breath. Well, I'm sorry, Meditoad. I don't think you're living here. Oof. The smartest play here would just be to go into Deladrix and KO it, but I want my Trumbull to get another KO. So, I mean, hey, at least now Trumbull can actually beat Tundrulon, because before it had Rogue Assault, it was like, what, Raging Tackle, Mega Chomp, Earthquake. It couldn't really deal with Tundrulon, so Rogue Assault does let it hit Tundrulon now, which is nice, but still, your only option to hit Obsidian is Earthquake, and that probably isn't going to do that much unless you have like a couple of Battle Horns off, so yeah. We just click Mega Chomp here, though I don't want to use too much of my energy. It should still KO it, it does, nice. I can use one more Mega Chomp on something. Okay, Tundra Learn is back out. Well, I definitely KO this, I just want to see what the last Loomian is, because if it's Nevermare, probably should have gone for a rest here, but at the same time, I don't really want to take a Body Crash from Tundra because it's still going to chunk me for quite a lot of my health, so I'll pass. But let's see what the final one is. Venilon, okay, that's actually not that bad. So we actually click rest here, because if they poison me, Battle Horn gets rid of it anyway, because I haven't used it since I sent it back out. Actually go for Batter, I'm guessing it's Heavy Shackles, which isn't really that bad. I mean, wish I had Earthquake right now. So honestly, I feel like most people are probably going to use the Earthquake over Mega Chomp, which is fair. I mean, Earthquake just, I think, is a little bit more useful in certain situations, especially when like Venilon and Fire types are running around everywhere. So I'll try Earthquake next, but I think people are probably going to go with the Earthquake over Mega Chomp. But honestly, I gotta go for a Mega Chomp because that's the only move that its secret ability really uses. I guess I could change Body Slam to give it a secondary effect. I'm not really sure though. I kind of want to go for one Battle Horn, or I could just click Raging Tackle twice, I guess. We'll do that. Although we are going to basically recall ourselves into Oblivion. Oh, and they get the poison. That's unfortunate. I'm about to take a lot of recall damage here, aren't I? Yeah, I definitely am. Definitely am. Okay, well here's the thing. If we go for the heal, they die. If they attack me, I just revenge kill it, easy peasy. Come on, what are you gonna do? I'm glad I actually didn't go for the Battle Horn there, because it would have been a waste. I would have died, and they would have been at full health still, so there's enough for Assault. They don't heal, so we just go into... not Gobidemic, I don't think Gobidemic can kill it from this range. So we just go into Deladrix. There's no way this doesn't kill, right? I know Venilon's really tanky, but there's no way it lit. Okay, just wanted to make sure, you know, because I don't know. Venilon is absurdly tanky at times. Hopping into the next battle, we're now using Earthquake instead of Mega Chomp, and there's a few things here that we can hit for super effective damage, which is really good. Okay, we're just gonna lead a Gobidemic because they can't get rid of barbs, I'm pretty sure. Also, they have got a Eurosnack. Eurosnack we're gonna definitely struggle with. Obsidian we can, but we should be able to break through it if we just don't hit it and get like a couple of Battle Horns off. And I hope that they don't critical hit us with Body Crash, which has already happened once, which wasn't fun. I'll get a layer of barbs down low. I ain't gonna complain about that. I'm pretty sure that's gonna baffle just to lower my speed, but I mean, I can still get another layer of barbs up guaranteed, because I mean... Wait, there's no shot Maytoad outspeeds me. Unless it's Boots, this ain't outspeeding me. I think it might be Boots. Because Meditoad is like 45 base speed. I don't think it outspeeds me, even if I'm -2. It has to be Boots. It physically has to be Boots. There's no shot it isn't. I'm going to Imperia. Killing the Cycles up, which actually kind of sucks because, I mean, Trumbull naturally should outspeed Meditoad, but if it's Boots, pretty sure it outspeeds me. So, yeah, it's not very good. Although it's running Cycle Slap. Get Psycho Blast, man. That one's way better. But there's the Eurosnack, which is a little unfortunate. This isn't really going to do anything to it. I'm just going to click Shrew Blast here to try and do some damage to the Eurosnack. If we can get this thing, like, taken out, Trumbull is looking pretty good, although that Maytoad is going to be pretty scary. We can click Shrew Blast again. I'm actually surprised they attacked me there. I'm surprised they just didn't go for the Baffle, because no matter what I did, they could have got their Maytoad back on the field for practically free. Oh, Pyrex. I have got Boom Bash as well, so I could also hit you again. I want to try and get Trumbull on the field so we can actually try and do something, but yeah, that Maytoad is going to make it very difficult to do so. But if we can like force it on the field, it's going to take chip damage from the barbs, which I think is still worth it. I don't think they headed Eclipse, so I'm just going to click Baffle. I've done so many battles, okay? I don't remember what teams I'm battling against anymore half the time. There's a complete demolition. That'll do quite a bit, but it actually gives like a free turn to Battle Horn, which is actually amazing, so... thank you, man. Killing. Well, there's Battle Horn. We could go for another one, but I think that probably will be a little bit greedy because, you know, Maytoad is probably going to come in. So I think we just click Earthquake here. Yeah, we haven't really clicked Rogue Assault that much, but it's mostly like good for like bug types, like I guess like Terra Claw and Garbanza, like the bulky bug types. Although, unfortunately, the most common bug type is Hab, which we just can't really hit with any of our moves. And then for ice types, like Tundulum we already did in the first battle, and I guess like Lablus, which is becoming more common and common. Your snack's actually coming out. I'm surprised about that one. I definitely outspeed you. So I'm just gonna oh, okay, quick punch. I mean, yeah, but really for like not even 30 my health? Was it really worth it? I'm gonna heal up most of that. Okay, there's the Metoad. That's what I was waiting for. So here, I think we just go into Imperior. Let's sacrifice Imperia, I think. Then we'll go Deladrix. We don't need to think about going Gobidemic right now. We can save the health gift for my Trumbull if I need it. So there's a Cycle Slot. This should take me down. And now they're trapped into that. So now we can just go into my Deladrix and then just click Pharaoh Blast. I would honestly like to click Zip Zap, predicting a swap out. Actually, I can click Douse as well. Okay, but we'll just click Douse. Okay, they actually stayed in. Okay, nice. I will take it. But yeah, the idea there was like, oh, they might just swap out because they know they only have one more move. They want to like save it for the Trumbull, but I guess not. I ain't complaining. Now that Metoad and Ursnack are down, I think Trumbull just cleans. Montreal can be a little bit scary. Some people do run, well, what is it, Specialization? I think it's like Specialization Boots people run now. But there's a quick punch. Okay, maybe it is... Well, it's actually rev up, so it shouldn't really do that much damage. So we'll go for the Baffle. Baffle plus 2 rev up will make it basically back to neutral, so pretty sure my Trumbull will outspeed it. It just... I can't go for a Battle Horn and then outspeed it next turn, so I kind of just have to click Earthquake and hope that I KO Munchwheel. That would be kind of nice. Come on, Trumbull, I believe in you. Oh, wait, why am I clicking Earthquake? Click Rogue Assault! I might as well make sure I can get in the KO, right? There we are. Okay, that's definitely dead. Okay. Now we are, like, basically out of energy. Maybe Earthquake would have killed it, but what's the point taking the gamble? We could just make sure. Okay, Len, what's your last one? I really hope it's not Obsidian, but I have a feeling it might be Obsidian. It's actually Cannibal. Okay, then. Well, I'm 100% confident your Meditoad was Boots. So Cannibal physically cannot be Boots. So it is probably a Shell, and if I had to guess, probably Brawler Shell. So we can just basically sacrifice Ursnack here. Actually, no. I think Ursnack doesn't really care about any of his moves, really. So, yeah, I don't mind if I do. So, I guess I'll just Baffle here, go into Gobidemic and just one-shot it, and we should be good. Piercing Drive, that's fine. Milkshake, nice, love to see it. We're killing, and now bye-bye. I'm gonna go into my Gobidemic, and that should be game now, I think. And yeah, there's no shot you're living that, right? Yeah, there's no way. There's no way you're living that. Okay, well, I'll take it. Pretty sure all of them, nice. Trumbull did pretty well. I mean, definitely, it's not as good as it once was when it first came out, but with Rogue Assault, it's definitely much better than what it was. Keelan, jumping to the sets then, starting off with the secret ability one, we are running 200 melee attack TPs with a brawny personality to hit as hard as possible, the 200 speed TPs with nimble, lets us be as fast as possible, and lets us outspeed brawny Acolosses, 52 energy TPs at level 50 lets us use 1 battle horn and 3 rigid tackles or rogue assaults, and then the 48 health TPs are Lin leftovers. For the item, we're running a health amulet to make it a little bit easier for Trumbull to set up, since you know we don't have any healing moves at all, but it is one of the more important items, so you could switch it for a milkshake, or you could just run any damage increasing item like an essence or a shell if you wanted to. Then for the ability, we're running the secret ability Brute Force, which will increase the damage of our moves if they have a secondary effect, like Mega Chomp having a 10% chance to flinch, but in return for this power increase, it loses that secondary effect. And then finally for the moves, we have Battle Horn to set up to let me be tankier and to also deal more damage. Raging Tackle is our strongest stab option. Rogue Assault is the new move that Trumbull got, and it lets us hit Tanky Bug and Ice types that it struggled with before. And the final move I have is Mega Chomp, which is boosted by our ability, and lets us hit things like Loomian. And now let's move on to the normal ability one, which is probably going to be more common since Earthquake is just generally more useful, and also you don't need a secret ability for this one. But we're running 200 melee attack TPs with Brawny to deal as much damage as possible, the 200 speed TPs with Nimble lets us be as fast as possible and also lets us outspeed Brawny Acolosses, the 68 energy TPs at level 50 lets us use 2 Battle Horns, 1 Raging Tackle, 1 Rogue Assault and 1 Mega Chomp, or 1 Battle Horn, 2 Rogue Assaults, and 2 Mega Chomps. And then the 32 health TPs are leftovers. For the item, we're running the Health Amulet to make it a little bit easier to set up, since you know, no healing moves, although you can switch this for a Milkshake or anything to increase our damage output like an Essence or a Shell. The ability we're running is Virtuoso, which makes our sound-based moves cost 25% less energy, which in our case is only Battle Horn. Which, speaking of other moves, let's finally go over them. We have Battle Horn to set up, Raging Tackle is just our strongest stab option, so might as well run it to do a lot of damage. Rogue Assault is our new move that now lets us hit certain bug types and ice types, and Earthquake is our last move which lets us hit electric, fire, and toxic types for super effective damage, but also lets us hit spirit types for at least neutral damage, so we aren't completely walled by them.